this actually works this time. We will see. I don't even know what I named this one. What did I name this one? Oh well. Hello folks, if anybody's there, I have no idea yet because I'm not hooked into YouTube on my devices. But today we have a Game Boy Advance sent to me to get a backlit screen as well as a rechargeable battery and a reshell. All pretty basic for the most part, but this is one of those ones that, you know, it should be easy and then something goes wrong. And it's not easy. But we'll see. Time will tell. I'm just getting up the chat here so I can see. Oh, it's called Xbox X Booster Chip. This is not an Xbox X. Oh, my volume's on. Gamer Luke, what's going on? Brian BB, what's up? Alrighty, let me get the last thing here. I want to see all the messages. I don't miss anybody. Alright. We should be golden. Should be. Time will tell. How is the quality? Is it lagging? Actually, I'm looking at the quality myself. And it seems alright. I don't have TikTok going at the same time this time, so maybe that's why it's doing better. I'm still going to try to do TikTok, but via my phone rather than syncing it through all of this nonsense. And we'll go from there. The Air Dare, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, I apologize. Modding channel. Great vids, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll have to check you out. I assume by modding channel you mod stuff. So far so good. Sweet, sweet. Why is my iPod... This is like... My poor wife bought me this iPod so I could like listen to it while I drive around. Meanwhile, though, my car has been in a shop for 2 years. Literally June 2021, I dropped it off at the shop, and it's still there, getting worked on. My race car, that is, like race car, but it's just like a little Golf that I turbocharged. So that was the car I listened to music in. So all I use my iPod for now is just doing streams. ECU, oh my goodness, I'm terrible with names. ECU, what's going on? Sorry, dude. Hello. Let's see if I can get a live stream going here. Tell me if the quality drops in a second, because I'm going to try to start up TikTok as well. If it does, we'll just end TikTok. This one's meant for the YouTubes. I'm going to be doing a charity stream soon. Oh, maybe not a charity stream, but I'm going to be doing a build, a Game Boy build that I'm going to then raffle off for charity. And I'm kind of on the fence of maybe making all the donations or doing donations on the stream. However, the charity I'm supporting is a Canadian charity, and YouTube only supports American charities, so it'd kind of be weird. Like, if you sent me a gift, I'd have to like then convert it over, and that takes like months to do. So maybe I'll just direct people over to my website. But anyhow, we'll figure something out. But yeah, that should be coming in the near future. Join my Discord, not the Console Savers Discord. Join that if you want to do repairs, though. But the Video Game Restoration Discord to have more updates. So I'm going to hopefully be starting that build soon. I just have a backlog that I'm trying to get through. Okay, so TikTok has started. If the quality drops, let me know, and we'll work with that. So far it looks good on my screen. But yeah, let's work on this Game Boy Advance. So I have a Game Boy Advance. This is your Glacier Blue. Audio, ooh, it did work there. Very, very quiet, though. I was playing with it earlier. I was getting some crackles and pops, and if you look right in here, it's super dirty, just gunky, so I assume it needs to be cleaned. So let's hopefully fix that. Hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully I don't have to pull a wheel off or anything like that. Other than that, though, everything works. I don't know how well that's going to show up on the camera here. But yeah, so I just have a Spyro game in here that I picked up the other day for a staggering $12.99. Scotty Rodeo on TikTok. What's going on, man? Scotty, I'm streaming on YouTube, but with a better view. So this is just kind of like a front view. But YouTube has a front and a top view. Anyhow, so here we have our Game Boy Advance. So flip it. Pop all these out. Question for the chats, though. Cubby, happy Wednesday. I didn't even know it was Wednesday. What is your favorite Game Boy Advance game? Curious. I'll say mine afterwards. But yeah, what's your favorite Game Boy Advance game? And why? There's a lot of good titles. This was my first... No, I shouldn't say that. I technically had an original DMG when I was, like, very young. I didn't really play it much. I played Tetris, and I thought to beat Tetris, you'd, like, stack the bricks to the top of the screen. You won. So I won all the time. But, like, my first, like, gamer handheld was basically an identical Glacier Blue Game Boy Advance like this. So, yeah. I played quite a few games on it. Salut, Cubby. I'm also over on YouTube with better views. I have like a top view of my project as well. Wario Land 4 because it's fun to speedrun. Interesting. You're a speedrunner, eh? I have a buddy rather. Two buddies. They're like the top 15 for speedrunning Punch-Out on the NES, and I have a buddy, Darth Dreads. He is the world champion for speedrunning Little Samson. Awesome folks, all of them. My favorite would have to be, it's kind of tricky. So, like, I liked Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance, but it kind of feels like that's an SNES game. So I'm going to have to say Minish Cap, which was a super underrated Zelda game, but one of the greats. I only played the OG Game Boy and then Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. Link Between Worlds was pretty good. That's something I should revisit. It's been a little while. Okay, we have a Phillips head just below here that we're going to switch. Minish Cap for you, Scotty, as well. Heck yeah, man. What an underappreciated game. Okay, so all of those are out. The back shell will just pop right on off. I'm just going to pop that extra screw out. Off to the side because I don't need it because we were doing a reshell. That is a fancy capacitor. I don't think I've seen a blue one like that before. Interesting. Cool. Or is that a capacitor? I don't think it is. This one, 2, 3. No, there's 4 capacitors. Maybe it is that one. Yeah, CP3. Okay. Fancy. I should know that because I make capacitor kits for these things. Enjoyed the Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass too. I never played Spirit Tracks. It's just, I don't know. I have it. I just kind of refuse to play it. It's kind of like, it ain't a Zelda game. We all know that. Although I've heard it's good, so I should visit it one of these days. I'm playing through, didn't switch it. I'm playing through Metroid Prime on the Switch right now, which is a great title. One of my favorites for the GameCube. Just ported it over to Switch. And I think that's it. So it's weird. Some of these Game Boy Advances have 3 screws. Some of them only have 2. I don't know why. I've never really found an answer for it. It's just kind of a thing, I guess. Pop up the screen here. Rhoda, what's going on, dude? Come on, yeah, there it goes. Perfect. Alrighty, let's see if we can get a look at that. Oh, there is 3 screws in this one. Look at that, I missed it. So this is one of the ones that has 3, rather than the 2. There we go. There is your board for a Game Boy Advance. So I'm going to start by cleaning this wheel. It even feels gunky to move, like it's stiff. It's real stiff. So let's move that out of the way. Don't need it anymore. Don't need these anymore. Alcohol. Hey, thanks for the hearts. JB, thanks, dude. You have to do that. Appreciate it, though. So just have some isopropyl alcohol, 99% isopropyl alcohol, and a toothbrush. I'm just going to scrub it in here to the best of my abilities. Just going to move it around. It almost looks like this is burnt. wonder if someone tried to replace this at one point or something like that. I don't think so, though. Interesting. Sorry, my voice seems like, now that I'm talking out loud, seems like a little deeper than usual. I've got like a little tickle in my throat, I guess. So it's kind of like gunky. Lindsay, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm working on a Game Boy Advance. I'm over on YouTube, where you have like a front and a top cam if you're more interested in seeing everything. If not, just hang around for the chat. I see a Fallout share. Upvote, thank you. I got this in a loot crate years ago. It still fits. Love it. I usually try to wear, I've got a bunch of shirts from other creators. We like swap shirts. I try to wear their shirts all the time, but sometimes I just kind of forget and I just want to get into the stream and I just kind of start it up with whatever I have. Almost like, literally though, almost every shirt I have is like a graphic t-shirt that is 9 times out of 10 like some sort of video game related t-shirt. I didn't grow up. I've been wearing the same shirts since I was like 17. I've only just started getting rid of them because I'm too fat for them nowadays. Not a skinny-year-old, 17-year-old anymore, I guess. Hey, Paul, what's going on? It's a nice one, thank you. Okay, this wheel's moving a lot easier now. Now that I've cleaned it out a little bit. I clean it one more time, or just kind of almost saturate it in alcohol. And then I'm just going to push down and just really kind of try to break up any dirt or debris that's in there. It's all gross. What are you doing? I'm fixing a game, or sorry, I shouldn't say, well, kind of fixing. I'm fixing a Game Boy Advance. This is a motherboard or PCB, and then I'm going to mod it. Over on YouTube, you get a better view. TikTok was like lagging down the entire stream, which was really weird. Anytime I tried to stream on both, doing like the dual camera setup, it threw it off. So I'm trying out YouTube right now because I want to do a fundraising, or a build for a charity Game Boy. So yeah, that's where we're at. You're only 11 NES carts behind Will. Nice. Lost in the 80s and 90s. Scotty's catching up to him. Who thought it was possible? Where can I get one of these hats? On my website. VideoGameRestoration.com. I do have more merch coming. I had more shirts. Like, I don't have any around me. Like, I had a Game Boy shirt, like 3 Game Boy colors, and then like my paramedic Game Boy shirt. With a paramedic like defibrillating a Game Boy. However, the supplier I was getting them from was garbage. They just kept like screwing everything up, and like basically all the shirts I've sold, which isn't many. I don't sell many shirts at all. I don't think I made a profit from any of them. I think I either broke even or ended up paying money because of like duty fees and like shipping and stuff like that. Anyway, so I was like, I'm done working with like these guys here. So yeah, I have a local manufacturer now that I'm going to post their shirt soon. But yeah, you can get the hat. I think they're like $20 or something like that. It's basically like these are almost, I think I get like $1 or $2 off every hat I sell. It almost all goes into production. Not really trying to make a profit. I'm just trying to get my name out there, I guess. Excuse me. Ellie, hello. Maddie, what's going on, buddy? Over on TikTok. I'm also over on YouTube. I'm going to keep saying this. I apologize. Doing a Game Boy repair. Okay, so let's see, actually. I'm going to see if I can kind of put this back together a little bit and see if we get any better audio. Because I'd hate to put it all back into a new shell and then find out that it's still garbage. Might need a new speaker as well. Time will tell on that one, though. Oh, I forgot my lights. It's way too bright. There we go. There we go. Dynamic lighting. Fancy. Okay, no audio. Might be because the volume's down. Works. Cool. So we fixed that at least. That's good. Good. Hey, what's up, Kev? Just working on a Game Boy Advance. I'm going to be modding this one. A reshell, backlit screen, and a rechargeable battery. It's a funny playing rechargeable battery, which I've never actually done before. Am I taking orders now, Frank? No, I'm not. I'm still really far in my backlog. Like, this one's even a local one, so it's not even getting rid of my backlog. But I just, like, I think I was just extremely lucky for the beginning of my repairs, because every repair I did was, like, easy and, like, quick. And then lately I've just been hit with all these really complicated ones where your standard repairs just aren't working. So, it is what it is. Okay, so we have a new IPS screen there, and we have the customer supplied his own shell. Just one of those AliExpress shells, unfortunately, but might still be nice. I don't think this is an extreme right one or anything like that either. He doesn't want these buttons though, he wanted the clear buttons. And this, that's fancy. What is this? Okay. More tools, screws. Oh, a plastic cover? Yeah, right. I've got a glass one right here. Be doing that instead. Or is that a glass one? Oh, that might be a glass one. It just looks plastic. But which one's nicer? Oh. This one's bigger. It looks like they were getting ready for an IPS. This IPS is the same size as the original though, which makes it a little easier. So cool. I installed an audio amp and a Game Boy Color successfully. Dude, good job, Jay. It's good to hear. Did you do the ribbon Game Boy Color, or the ribbon amp, or did you use a like one of the universal ones? Oh my goodness, everything's falling apart here. Okay. Let's hang up one chat. We're going to hang up the other chat here. Put your shirt on. What shirt? I'm wearing a shirt. What are you talking about? Paul, I can't do a chat right now because I'm doing like 2 live streams. So like one stream wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? Kind of be complicated, but yes, the ribbon, nice. That's a good one. I've never, like, I installed that a while ago, and the customer never came back to me saying that there's ever been any issues with it, so that's great. Super. Okay, it's actually not a bad bad shell. It feels pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Okay. So get our screen here. Okay, perfect. Looks like this adhesive, there it goes. Thought it was just going to stick with the paper. So this is like a little dust barrier basically. Oh, I shouldn't have pulled it off like I did. Why did I do that? Oh well. Here we are. It's a Game Boy Advance. Yeah, if you want to go over to my YouTube, you'll see all the work getting done on it. My hat's not blocking it. No, we're good. I repair game consoles too, learning a lot from it. Oh, that's awesome, SLG. Save the consoles, dude. God dang it. Alright, where's my tweezers? How simple are Game Boy Advances to work on? Really, they're not that bad. I do have one here that I have not been able to repair, unfortunately. I've been in like many discussions with people that know these systems more than I, and we're all kind of scratching our heads at it. So I think I'm going to send it off to someone who knows more than I as well. But we'll see. It's just like not powering on. I thought I narrowed it down to a chip, and then I replaced that chip, and it didn't work, so it is what it is. So this is a Retro 6 clean screen. They sent me a few when they first developed them, and I just haven't had any Game Boy Advances in a while. And then when this gentleman asked if I could mod his Game Boy Advance, for some reason my mind went to Game Boy Advance SP, and I was like, sure, and I got a list of all the parts I need. I gave him a price, he sent it, I bought the parts, they all came in, I went and picked up his Game Boy. I was like, oh, it's a Game Boy Advance. Like, I just bought a bunch of Game Boy Advance SP parts. So obviously I'm not going to charge him for anything, because that's my error. So any money he sent is obviously getting used in this, and I actually ended up paying a little bit more because I had to get another battery, but that's alright, my mistake. I'm not going to make someone else pay on my issues or my faults, I guess. But hello, Paul, how you doing? I also plan on recapping my Game Boy Color soon, since my audio still has a humming noise. So when you're recapping a Game Boy Color, I shouldn't say recapping, but if you're getting a humming issue with your Game Boy Color after doing a mod, it's usually because there's more of a power drain. So two things you could do, I'll show you in this one here. I saw a video from Natalie the Nerd a while ago that you clean inside the audio jack here, so get like almost like a mascara brush. I can't remember the actual name for it. Like put it in with alcohol and twist it around. Give me a second, my dogs are barking something. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so make sure no one's coming up to drive. Alrighty. No bad guys. Anyways, clean that headphone jack, and then also on the Game Boy Color, replace the main capacitor, like the big one that's right above the power board there, the voltage regulator. I'd be in bed 2 hours already for 11 o'clock at night. Literally just English. What am I missing here? Is there an upgrade to the Duck Hunt gun to work with the new TVs? There is. Hyperkin has made a kit that it only works with the Duck Hunt. I can't remember if you have to get their system, but they have a gun and I think an adapter that you put in your like you put the adapter in the system and then the game into that, and it only works for Duck Hunt though. So I've kind of missed some of these. Oh, you love how simple they are to work on, not are they? Is it? That's my mistake too. Sorry, I didn't read that closely. Okay. Excuse me, I'm like all burpy today. So, we have that. Where was I? I'm all frazzled now. Okay, so we have our screen. And actually, I need to find out. This is one of those connectors. It's a 40 pin. So Game Boy Advances either have a 32 pin or a 40 pin connector. So this one's a 40 pin. So the kit that I have here came with both connectors. So you can easily figure out which one's which just by measuring the sizes. So this one's too small and this one's the right size. It's as simple as that. So I always forget here. It's gonna bend. So yeah, the pins are gonna have to go like this here. Shiny side up. And if it's going to sit on the system like this, then this is going to go this way. Which means if this goes this way, then the screen itself has to go this way. Okay. Yes. That makes sense, I think. There's a bracket. I was going to say there's nothing that holds this in, but I just didn't see it. pull this off, and careful not to get my fingerprints on it. This should just fit right in. No issues there. Perfect. Okay. We have a bracket, which is just meant to like hold the screen in the right position, basically. Use this because I don't know where mine is right now. Darn it, I'm just going to move this over a little bit. Oh, sorry, kind of blocking it. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? If it was from earlier, my dog was just barking at something, but it's weird for her to bark at something at night, so just ran up to make sure there's no bad guys. So I have a lot of experience putting these screens in. I've only done a couple of them. Or even is this my couple? This might be my second one here. It doesn't want to like snap in like I was hoping it would. Oh, did I just touch it? Oh. I touched the screen, now there's a fingerprint on it. Not a big deal, just makes things more difficult. Is there such a thing as bad guys in Canada? Absolutely. Met quite a few of them. There we go. God dang it, it popped out again. Okay. This little thing here has to go, this little nub. Clean the screen really quick. On the clean screen, I'm working on a Game Boy Advance. Oh, my the camera's crooked here. Forgot that I was streaming from this one. Over on my YouTube, though, is if you want to get a view of everything that's going on with it. There we go. Try this again here. I mean, I've never had luck with these brackets. If you ever replace a second screen, is it even possible? I'm assuming you mean on a 2DS. And if that's the case, then yes. It's kind of a pain to do, but it's possible. Oh, that's why. Okay, this shell just like... It's like near perfect, but... That should do it. I had a knife somewhere. Where did my knife go? An obster. Thanks for the follow, Silver. Chad, what's going on, dude? Long time no see. We'll see if this works anyhow. Doop doop doo doop doo. the shell itself just had like a little piece there that was blocking me from kind of putting it in correctly, but that I thought I was holding it, but I wasn't. It did look good though before it fell out. Dummy. God dang it. I'm going to break the screen before I even get it in. Okay. Alright. I think we're good. Here's another weird thing though, like with this, like I guess this just kind of sneaks underneath here, presumably. Plug that on. Perfect. My Game Boy Color is atomic purple. Nice. Nervita, hello, welcome. You Mr. Squeaks a lot. Yeah, knife. I just call it that. Leave me and my languages alone. Okay. Not a big fan of this thing here. Why that's lifted, and I think it's going to put pressure on that, so I'm going to cut that off. I don't know if this bracket was made for it. It came with the kit, so I assumed it was, but we'll just give that a little snippy snip. That was a big snippy snip. Gone anyhow. Okay. And there's another ribbon here. There we go. I'm going to end up taping that down, I think. Oh no, my tape's under here. Shoot. Sorry, TikTok folks. I'm losing you. Alright, I'm going to unplug this for a little bit. Hopefully this will do. Alright, there we go. And then bring the YouTube chat back up here. Here we go. Cool. Sorry, I'm a little like disorganized and flustered. So this is going to bend over backwards here, so yeah. It's going to plug in the shiny sides facing down. Push that right in. This is for button controls. Capped on tape, kept on tape, whatever you may want to call it, but yeah, that's what I've got here. I'm just going to use just a couple little pieces here just to kind of hold this board down, stop it from lifting up on me. So I'm just going to push this down really quick. Put a little piece right here. There we go. Don't need anything very big. Once it's all together, it should kind of hold it all together anyhow, but... Hey, Will, what's up, dude? Over on TikTok. Okay. So that's all looking good so far. Let's put the buttons in. I think they wanted the clear buttons. Yeah. Still want to send you my game gear to repair, upgrades, and mods. What do you think the time frame will be when it starts happening? Oh man, I don't know. Someone else actually asked that question a little earlier. It's just been wild lately. Like life in general is just busy, so like repairs are kind of taking a side seat, if you will, or a step. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the saying right now, or how the saying goes rather. But yeah, it's just kind of been nuts. And then the repairs I'm getting are just difficult for whatever reason. Like usually it's smooth sailing, but lately it's just like, nope, everything's broken and everything stays broken. Like I just worked on an Xbox before coming live, which I've been working on for a few weeks now, unsuccessfully, and then I just gave it like one last try of, it's like if this doesn't work, I don't know what it is, and it didn't work. So I'm going to post a video on that, and hopefully someone that has seen this problem before comes across it and offers me some advice or something like that. But we'll see. Anyhow, it's just kind of been a slow go. So get in there. Why is that not going in? That's weird. Am I putting that backwards? Oh, I am too. That's the left. It's mirrored because it's upside down. So left goes on the right, right goes on the left. There we go. Perfect. Where can I get this shell? I don't know where you can get this shell exactly, because this one the customer bought. I think he got it from AliExpress. However, if you want a transparent pink shell, 3 places I know of to get them. Four places I know to get them. One is handheldlegends.com, so yeah, handheldlegend.com. I have a discount code there, which is VideoGameRestoration. You save 10%. retro6.uk.co, which they make these shells as well. I have a discount code there as well, VGR. And then Extreme Rate also makes these shells. I have a discount code there as well, VGR. And then Retromodding, I believe, also sells these shells. I don't have a discount code with them, though. If you're in Canada, though, they have the cheapest shipping in Canada because they are located in Canada. They've definitely saved me quite a few times. Good companies all around. Everybody's a good company. Never had an issue with any of them. Alcohol, where did I put it? Yeah, man, no problem. There's a link in my bio, I think, that has all those sites, if I'm not mistaken. So before I put this board in, I'm going to clean these contact pads here with a little bit of alcohol. Yeah, they're not bad at all. Turn on my soldering iron here. Thanks for helping me out with the tough pad. Oh, Brian, what's up, man? It's nice meeting you too, dude. I'm glad the tough pad ended up working. I don't think I did anything. It just kind of worked on its own. I think you just got the charger and it worked, but no problem. And I hope your switch controller is still working pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to clean out this power switch because that can cause audio interference, especially because we're putting in an IPS screen there. So I need a little bit of flux. So I'm just going to put a little dabby dab right here. A bit more of a dabby dab than I needed. What about the LCD screen? So this screen is available on Handheld Legend and Retro6's website. They don't sell it on Retromodding, but you can get other IPS screens there. This one's a direct drop-in with like minimal soldering because it has this ribbon cable. I think it's a little more expensive, but I think they just announced that they found a way to make it more affordable. I don't know exactly how they did that, but yeah. So Handheld Legend or Retro6 for this site, or Retromodding, or oh my goodness, what's the name of the store? I think it's Video Game Repair Shop, or Retro Video Game Repair Shop. It's out of Australia, but they also sell screens as well. Handheld Legend is in the United States, so I just kind of assume you're from because that's 90% of my audience. DJ, what's up? I'm slowly getting to your systems, very slowly, but I'm getting there. I have all the materials. They're actually right beside my computer. So every time I sit down on my computer, I'm like, yes, DJ, or DG stuff. Frig, I'm tired. Just mispronouncing everybody's name. Okay, I'm kind of going lefties here. Come on. Okay. This is just being a little stubborn here. Fave Donair restaurant? Ooh. In Sydney? Or just in general? I could say in Sydney, well, I guess it would be in general too. It would be Tom and Et's. They have some really good donair. For all of you that aren't on the east coast of Canada, donair is like I think it originates in Lebanon, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, really good meat. It's like sweet, has like donair sauce. Anyways, I didn't know about it until I moved to the east coast, but people make pizzas and all that stuff. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so this is pretty dirty in here. Actually, what if I could kind of show you guys there? Might not be able to see it as much now because I started cleaning it and it's a little dark, but it should be shiny. And this one's pretty black, like a silver shiny, but it's black. So we're just gonna clean it. How stoked are you for Ahsoka? Pretty gosh darn stoked. Ahsoka's like one of my favorite characters, like many other people. Excuse me. There we go, it's looking a little better. Squeaky clean. I think Cape Breton is more known for their pizzas, the Glace Bay area. Yeah, it's funny because I came from a place called Windsor, Ontario, which was known for two things: pizzas and strip clubs. I moved out of there when I was 12, so I only got the pizzas. I don't think I've ever. No, I know I've never been to a strip club before, so couldn't give you a rating on any of them. But yeah, it's funny kind of moving from like one pizza hub to another pizza hub. And I've asked people that have lived in both. I'm like, because there's actually a lot of Windsor folks around here, which is kind of funny. But like, what do you think, Windsor pizza or Cape Breton pizza? And everybody says Windsor because they had shredded pepperoni. That was like their thing. Everybody did it. Okay, so this looks a lot better here. Shinier in there. It's still not like as great as I wish I could get it, but it's definitely better. And I also clean the little connectors that are on this side. So we're going to put that switch back on. Oh, put that switch back on. Hey Tech Doc, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm live. I'm actually more live on YouTube, doing the full thing, if you're interested. As far as I know, YouTube folks, is this alright? Like, is the stream still good, or is it glitching at all? Or no one's mentioned that it's choppy, so I think I've kind of rectified that for now, but been to Windsor several times. I'm in Kitchener. You grew up in Gardner Mines. No way. You were also in Kitchener? Clean screen. Nice. What's going on, Amber? I've got to film the last of our video there, Amber, and then I got to finish editing it. I'm almost done editing. I'm almost done blocking it together, really, and then I got to go into like the minutia of kind of doing the zoom ins and the skits and the funny stuff, like effects and whatnot. But hopefully I can post it soon. I'm going to do a TikTok and a YouTube's. But I love my controllers. If they were downstairs with me, I'd show them off. But they're like super upstairs, which is all that way. If I have to run upstairs for anything else, though, absolutely grab it. Seeing how long it took you. Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. Get a lot of compliments on them at work. Mostly because I force people to look at them. I'm like, they walk in the room, I'm like, hey, you want to see something cool? I show off my controllers. Stream is good so far. No technical difficulties. Nice. Cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Why does that feel loose? Don't like that. It looks tight. Strange. It's weird. It looks good, but it doesn't feel good. Not too sure. It's tucked in on all the corners. Okay, well, if it doesn't work, I'll have to work it. Or Tech Doc moved over. What's up, Blazer? What's going on? Ryan, how you doing? Bunch of chat there from the YouTube side. Alrighty, so that's good. That's good. And I'm going to kind of strip some of this Q-tip off and get inside this headphone jack a bit. Really clean that out. Oh yeah, it's pretty dirty. And actually, while I'm doing cleaning, I might as well do the volume wheel again, just because I had issues with that earlier. Get the speaker here. Toothbrush, there it is. Game Boy Advance, yep. For the Game Gear screen, what upgrade is best with brightness still? McWill or the V4 2003 still? That's a good question. So I do plan on making a video on like comparing the screens that are on the market. I don't know if the newest Retro 6 screen has like infinite brightness, which is kind of what they say this screen has. McWill says that he's the only one that has true whites, if I'm not mistaken. Ben Venn has been kind of like what everybody goes to is saying was the best screen. But I heard everybody saying it was the best screen before McWill kind of came back into the scene and before Retro 6 made their newest screen. And then there's always Retro Kai out of France, who I've never heard anybody ever talk about, so I have no idea. Hey, thanks Zeke Nell, if I'm saying that right. What am I working on? I'm working on a Game Boy Advance. If you want to kind of view what's going on, like down here, it's over on YouTube might be a little best. Okay. So, we're all done there. Got my buttons ready. So we're going to check our contact pads here. I've seen on some of these cheaper contact pads that it's kind of hard to tell, but there's these little crisscrosses in there. Sometimes those don't print, and if they don't print, then there's no conductivity. So I always check them now as like a part of my install, I guess, just to be sure. Also, final things I plan to do in my Game Boy Color is to fix the polarizer in the screen and change the power LED to a blue one. Oh, cool. The power LED is pretty simple. Polarizers can be a bit of a challenge. I think I see most people just kind of like swap the screen out or upgrade the screen. But yeah, you could definitely swap with the polarizer. Just make sure you get the right polarizer, because I'm pretty sure the Game Boy Pocket and the original Game Boy, the DMG there, they don't use the same polarizer. It's a different one. So I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in this kit here. I don't want to find out that they included like pink rubber things here. I don't think they did. No, I don't see any. Okay, everything's looking good so far. There we go, there we go. Going to put the speaker in and then drop the board on to fix that bumper. Oh, wait a second. Did that wrong. I gotta plug this in first. So plug the new screen in. Come on now, get in there. Why is that having such difficulty here? There it goes. Close that off. See you, Chad. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget the LED pull. Oh my goodness. You are a lifesaver, Amber. I didn't even think this came with a new LED pull, so I'll just have to reuse the old one, which is okay, but... Oh, this one did come with a new one. I'll still use the old one. Because nothing beats OEM, but... Good call. Saved the day. Do I like turtles? Of course I like turtles. I actually just saw the Ninja Turtle movie. But unless you're just going for the, oh, I like turtles guy, but... I need to mod mine. It's identical to the one you're on your bench. Nice. Okay, now we'll flip this over. Feed that in. Doc, I don't know where you're going with this, dude. These rubber pads are like bigger than the original ones. Gosh darn it. Okay, the speaker just isn't lining up as nice as I'd like it to, that's all. Come on, Neil. Shimmy on over. There we go. Because I'm a turtle. Right on. Yeah. The tech doc is with me there. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Oh, wait a second. Does this solder? No, this must solder to the front of the board. Gosh darn it. I just put it in. Okay, gotta pop it back out. After all that speaker trouble. Pop that. Actually, what am I doing? It's probably way easier to pop it that way. There we go. Why isn't the seam right? No, this isn't right at all. Which way does this go? I'm not sure. I've never actually put one of these ribbons on. Which way does it go? Now I gotta Google it. The true joys of Game Boy modding. Yeah, take it apart 100 times. I've only done one Game Boy Advance clean screen, yeah. I wired a set of Bose Entertainment Center speakers to a pair of speakers on my Game Boy Advance last night. Nice. That's well done, man. Alrighty. I think I have another one up here that's like half done. It's the one I was troubleshooting. Nothing's actually soldered to it. Okay. I don't know where these get soldered to. So obviously it flips like this, which means that if it flips like that, then it's going to go like this, Which means I gotta bring it over like this. Okay. But where does it go? There's TP2, but that lines up to a chip. It's not that one. Could be this one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not going to be that one. Gosh darn it, now I have to Google it. Okay. To the Googles. Give me 1 second, folks, while I research where this ribbon ribbon cable goes. How's everybody been? Hope everybody's well. Hope your summer's going good. School's starting soon, if anybody's in school or if they have kids that are going to school. You know, excitement. I've got a raffle coming up for a Game Boy Advance SP, fully modded. All proceeds are going to go to the Wounded Warrior, which is a charity for first responders and PTSD. So stay tuned for that. He's coming. Nico, what's up? I'm just trying to figure out how to install this ribbon cable because I don't know where it goes. Excuse me. Oh, it says it right here. Right, left, select. Right, left, and select. What? How would it go to right and left, though? Where does that one go to? Okay, I've got a video. Oh, Amber's got me. I'm good, Nico, thanks. TP2, TP9, and TP8. I thought it was TP2. Didn't I say that? But then it doesn't line up with the this one here. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a TP2 on the other side. No. That's where I'm getting confused. Really weird. So yeah, TP2 is right here, but then the other part of the ribbon goes to this chip, so it just wouldn't work. Unless I have this backwards again or something silly like that. Where if I put this on TP2 over here, that goes to a speaker, so that wouldn't do it either. Okay, where's, what did you say there? TP9 and TP8. There's TP6. TP1. Man, this is a pain. Sorry, folks. I hate bringing up YouTube during live streams. TP8 is top right, and the small ribbon should be going. TP8 is top right, and small ribbons should be going up the board. TP8 is top right. TP0, TP1, TP6. Not seeing it, Amber. Oh, there's TP9. Okay. Oh, wait a second here. So there's TP9, but then that covers that, and that's not what we want to tell. No, TP9's on the left of the board. You were right. I just haven't found 8 yet, that's all. I think I just had this backwards, though. Yeah, there we go. I'm just a dummy that had it on backwards. TP8, right where it lines up. Okay. Amber saves the day. Second time. Oh, that wasn't TP6. I was reading it as TP6, but it wasn't. Go me. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, let's get back to the comments on YouTube here. If I had to take a Game Gear, no power, well, I failed to repair, but before I even got started, I found out it was a battery corroded to heck. Unfortunate thing is, it was a blue color. So battery corrosion is pretty easy to fix on a Game Gear. Worst case scenario, you just swap out the whole power board for a new one, which isn't too bad. Okay, so let's add a little bit of solder to this board here. And I think it's bedtime. It's like near midnight. I'm just tired. Weird. Oh, my soldering iron must have been in standby mode there. There we go. Q-tip, here we go, a little bit of alcohol. I'm trying to find PS3 controllers. I don't know where I could help you there, dude. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to, oh, Christ's sakes. There we go. Just soldering down these connections, make sure that they're down all the way. Perfect. Okay, where were we? So yeah, it's kind of weird. That's why I was getting so confused. I really didn't expect the ribbon to kind of bend this way. But we got her now. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it, or Amber rather. Let's give that a small pull. Perfect. Time to wrestle with this speaker again. Actually, it might actually just pop in there now. Nope, just kidding. Man, the speaker just doesn't want to cooperate, that's all. These buttons are popping out. Okay. Okay, what's stopping this now? Sorry folks, I'm not very talkative now. I'm just kind of half asleep working through this one. But it just doesn't want to sit flush when it, like, I know it does because I just had it sitting flush like 5 minutes ago, but I'm going to take it off and look at what's going on with it. That's good, that's good. Gosh darn it, that's good. This is good. He lives! Sergeant Dingus, what's up? It's always the shoulder buttons on the speaker for you. Yeah, the shoulder buttons are such a pain. But the speakers, like, I usually don't have this much difficulty with the speaker, but for some reason it's just not working for me. Anyone know if the number 2 trace on the Game Boy Color power switch is necessary for function? Accidentally removed for the solder. Ooh, the number 2 trace. If it has a trace, then yes. If it's just a pad with no trace, then you're good. Yeah, sorry for the stream being so late. Continuous, Jay. Pizza Handhelds, what's up, dude? Sorry I didn't see it come in there. Oh, gosh darn it. There we go. Why doesn't this want to sit flush? What's going on here? Oh, that's why. So those little pegs basically that you're just supposed to line up and like almost push through the board. Latios, what's going on? Yeah, no, I haven't been on in a little while, Sergeant Dingus. Oh yeah, Pizza Handhelds. I accidentally I started the live stream without realizing that I had the title from my last live stream up there. So yeah, there's nothing about an Xbox One on this one, unfortunately. Okay. That's all good. Let me get these screws. Where's the screwdriver? Here it is. Jay, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Have you guys seen those live streams going around TikTok lately? It's just like they're pretending to be NPCs. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm streaming on my YouTube channel right now, actually. This, like, you get a better view if you're on my YouTube. But yeah, they're like pretending to be NPCs, and they're just sitting there like, and then like, you know, you send them a pizza emoji or whatever, or pizza gift. They're like, pizza, nom nom nom, pizza, nom nom nom. It's so, it's what This is what life is doing. Yeah, they're overwhelming my FP or FYP. Dude, I was watching one today and it just seemed like some regular dude. And like the gifts were like flying in at him. I'm like, this guy's probably making like hundreds of dollars right now just being a doofus on TikTok Live, which is just kind of what I'm doing, but I'm not making hundreds of dollars. I'm not just sitting here saying the same things, I guess, but just bizarre. What a weird world we're currently in, I guess. Why doesn't this feel right? These buttons feel good. These buttons don't feel as good. And I don't know why. It seems like this side of the board just isn't sitting as nice. It's discouraged me? Absolutely, yeah. Like you're putting effort into your content and that's what's happening. Cutely out of Pizza's the Hut. Ooh, what have I missed over here on YouTube? Thought I was showing off some witchcraft mods. What are witchcraft mods? Okay, feels like... Yeah, this absolutely is not sitting flush here. There might even be these track pads here, whatever, the silicone pads. They're just kind of crappy. But they're the ones that the customer supplied, so. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Here it is. Is the shell curved at all? It doesn't look it. It looks to be pretty good. It's just like, do you know how like there's these little nubs that kind of go through the board here? It feels like they haven't poked all the way through, but like looking at them, they have. Retro 6 membranes are god tier for real. I don't know what membranes these ones are, unfortunately. These ones are just AliExpress ones, most likely. I think this whole shell and everything are AliExpress ones. So swing this around here. Plug it into the bottom. Yeah, I agree with you, Amber. Okay, this ribbon really just doesn't want to like slide in here. There we go. Okay. Now I've got to like fold this kind of weird, make it fit so you don't really see it. It's almost too long, you know what I mean? But I don't want it to stick out through the top of the board either. Just gonna like do some weird fan folding with this thing. There we go, I guess. That kind of works. Alrighty, hopefully I can still put these on after I put the board on. Yep, perfect. Good stuff. Alright, so hopefully when I flip this thing over, it works. It's really going to suck if it doesn't, but there we go. Oh, almost forgot. Gotta power switch in. Oh no, stupid bumper buttons. Now I'm not going to screw this together yet because these transparent shells are like notorious for cracking. More so when you take screws out, so I'm going to make sure everything works before I put any screws into it. Solder King, what's going on? Put in a bag, Shaggy, you know the drill all comes together. That's right, I forgot about it. I lost my modding box. Okay. Oh no, you don't. Another thing I'm not crazy about with these cheaper shells is that just the fitment of the buttons is always weird. Okay, those seem to be working. Alrighty. So I'm going to hold it closed just to make sure everything boots up. Please, please, please work. Because I don't think I have the energy tonight to troubleshoot it. It's not going to work though because the battery terminals aren't in the shell. So let's fix that. I'm actually going to put this down as well because I was about to forget that. What is this for? A spring? In these? Unless it's for, is that like more battery stuff? I don't think I've ever seen these before. Which is either like, it's because they're foreign or just because I don't know these systems as well. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I hate taking screws out after, which I forgot the light pipe. Yeah. How do you keep the content motivation, my bro? Refits rule. Thanks, dude. It's hard to keep the motivation sometimes, man, honestly. Lately, I'm kind of like losing it just because, as mentioned earlier, like live streams that are just foolish are getting like millions of hits and stuff like that. And like TikTok was like my biggest audience, or is my biggest audience, and like I think I did the math, and like 0.5% of my audience is actually seeing my videos. Since TikTok changed like their algorithm, pretty much everybody in the retro community has been having a hard time. Oh, wait a minute. I think the spring is for this. That's a weird setup. How does this work now? Is that the same thing over here? Mostly on Twitch, live stream and binge. Rarely watch YouTube streams. Well, I'm glad you joined mine, or my YouTube stream rather. Oh, so the spring goes to this thing. Okay. That explains why I've never seen it. It's because I've never really disassembled one of these before, or like disassembled a battery thing before. Okay. It's different. Something new. That's fun. Had to look you up this week to see any vids. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, people are like, oh man, you're posting videos again. It's been months. I'm like, nah, man, I've been posting videos like weekly. But it's kind of brutal. Just do what moves you. Yeah, I've kind of like slowed down on posting / caring. I want to like focus more on my YouTube stuff because that audience is growing and it's pretty good there. But filming, editing, and posting long form videos takes months for me because like I do everything by myself, right? So everything you see is produced by me. And like basically everything in my business is me. So I have like an unofficial manager who just kind of helps me with like legal stuff and contract stuff and website stuff. But outside of that, it's all me. It's just, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have put this in so early because now it's all wonky. Yeah, so that's brutal. Oh well, it is what it is. Feeling that my views have tanked. I'm just not caring as much. Yeah, I think we're all kind of there right now. TikTok is like pretty dead, really. Oh my goodness. This does not want to come out. There it goes. Alright, let's put this thing together now. So from looking at the other one there, it looks like these loop down here. And this loops right there. That's so weird though. Why would it come in two pieces? Dang it. This is complicated, man. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong here. There we go. That'll make that easier. There's these two little clips in there that I didn't see that holds those wires in. And there we go. Perfect. Much easier once I realized how it actually works. There we go. Oh, goodness. Scared the crap out of me. Hey, think that's my Game Boy? Might be. Who's this? Could be your Game Boy. Got a few people whose Game Boys are in right now. Work, work, work. It's soul sucking, I agree. Taking edits is super long. Pizza. And like I thought of like hiring an editor, but like I really don't make profit. So I'd just be losing more money, and like that's something like I basically try to make enough profit to break even. And then like have covering costs in case like I break something and need to replace it or something like that, just in case. But yeah, but thankfully I have a sponsor, so I might be able to start kind of paying for edits and whatnot. Oh, Game Boy, Saki, what's going on, dude? Okay, funny enough, I tried repairing your Sega CD the other day. I replaced that transistor. I have the parts right here. Yeah, transistor, and it still didn't work. But then my mother-in-law came home, or like I was at her house rather, and she came back, and she's like, "Oh, somebody gave me this. Would you like it?" Or they said, somebody came out to me and said, "Do you know anybody that would like this?" She's like, "My son-in-law would probably like that," and she gave it to me. And isn't it a Gen 2 Sega CD? I'm like, what are the odds of that? Like, I've never really seen one until I worked on yours, and then I get one. So now I'm going to compare that one to yours and try to troubleshoot what's going on with it. So hopefully that works. Timmy's Parking Lot. Yes, this is your Game Boy. Yeah. Where did you get your shell? I'm assuming it's AliExpress, but I could be wrong. But I think... So I'm just waiting on one part for your Game Boy here. Like, once I'm done tonight, I have one more thing, which is just... I bought a new battery cover that has the USB port cut into it. So whenever that arrives, we'll just basically throw it on and it's good to go. It's god dang bumper buttons. There's one. And there's two. Okay, again, squeezing this closed because I don't want to put the screws in to prevent any kind of cracking. One battery. Two battery. Okay, and the moment of truth. No, oh, okay, well, it works, but it scared me there for a second, but she's kind of wonky, hey? That's weird. Why is that happening? And it's not centered either, which I don't like, especially because I use one of those stupid screen things that's supposed to center it. Why is it? Okay, I'm assuming it's just a loose connection. I don't know if the camera's going to show it kind of like glitching and jigging out there. Timmy's for the curlers. Oh, it just turned off. What the heck? Alright, we'll play your game, Game Boy. So, could be a few things. I'm assuming it is a ribbon connection though. So I'll start, oh yeah, it was this connection because I literally just pushed that in all the way and it wasn't even close to being in all the way. So let's turn it on though to make sure that actually was the problem. Not even going to bother with those bumper buttons right now. They're just a pain. Why doesn't this feel like it wants to close properly? It just feels like there's pressure, but like I can't see anything. It's so weird. Anyways. $18, $16, $12 tits. No, you're not putting pressure on at all, dude. No pressure. There we go. It was just a loose ribbon connection. We did it. It's still not super centered, though. I wonder if you can adjust, though. I wonder if this screen has those adjustments. So what's it going to be here? Of course, now I do need those bumper buttons. So I'm assuming it's... probably select. Okay, so now brightness, color mode, pixel grid, screen alignment. That's the one. Select. Oh yeah, we're good. Move that screen right into the middle. Alrighty, let's put this bad boy together. And then put the screen protector on. Oh, my neck is sore. Needs to be your new pick. Honest to God. Alrighty. We did it, folks. Gosh darn it. Nice shell. Thanks. White Sea Crafts. I don't know where this gentleman got it. Just Amazon. Okay, it wasn't Amazon. So what a coincidence. Yeah, Sakati. It was super weird. Super weird. Okay, let's put this bad boy together. I still got to do the rechargeable battery, but that's like, it literally drops in. Maybe I didn't even have to do all that battery stuff there, which would just be embarrassing. I just have pulled it out in 2 seconds here. Okay, here's our battery. I haven't put one of these batteries in before. What's a retro modding? I thought it was a funny playing. Interesting. I didn't know that. Didn't realize they made batteries. Yeah, all that work I just did to put in the battery thing here. Didn't have to do it. Okay, that's fine. That takes 5 seconds. Yeah, it's just the shell trimming that takes the most. The host with the most here. So let's trim this part out. I used to have really good flush cutters for this, and I don't know where they went. Or is that them right there? Nice. Yeah. These are sweet. So now I can just like put it right on, just like, quipa! Gone. Ooh, not in the Game Boy though. Oh god. Start button. We're good. Yeah, okay, now I gotta take this thing out that I just spent all that time putting in. Oh well. Live and learn. I at least got to do that spring thing. Come on now. Get out of there. I'm ruining my tweezers doing this. You won't even buy it if it's pre-trimmed anymore. See, the problem with like most of my stuff is that the majority of people I get that send in their Game Boys, it's like their childhood system. So of course everybody wants to keep their old shell or something like that to kind of relive that nostalgia, just have like an upgraded system. So a lot of them I get are just like, yeah, I want to use the original shell, which I'm like 100% am cool with doing. It's just like when someone is like, no, I want to get this cool aftermarket shell, I'm like, yes. It's like I don't have to do nearly as much work. There we go. And that's your rechargeable battery. Just pops right on in. I find the only problem with retro modding is that their stock is limited, which is okay, but it's always sold out. Like I couldn't get the pre-trimmed power door because they were all sold. And then there's like a lot of things on the site where I was like, okay, well I could use this, this, or this. I had to get new buttons for a Game Boy I'm working on, and those were sold out. And I was like, okay, well I'll just get like a slightly different color. Those were sold out. So I was like, dang it, dudes. Anyhow, I digress. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anything here. Let's put it all back together. I have a whole bunch of old Game Boys I love to get upgraded in time. Retro lob it at a wall. Ah, my knee. I see the wavy of the screen, you mean? Oh, that's a little bit of an old chat. Okay. So everybody that's on YouTube or TikTok here, I'm also on YouTube here, which has an above camera, so you can see everything that I'm working on easily. Same name, VideoGameRestoration. What time is it? 12:30. Golly. I used to do this every night. I'd be up till like 2 in the morning every single night streaming, doing repairs. What happened to that energy? Oh, almost forgot this again. Let's put that bad boy in. Bad boy. Excuse me. TikTok to gotcha. They most certainly did. Why is this not fitting? Or am I just being a friggin' idiot again? I think I'm just being a friggin' idiot again. Yeah, it goes this way. Oh goodness, it is time to go to bed. Alrighty. Crack these open. Make sure that's the right one there. No, it's not. Even though I don't and rarely watch YouTube streams much, hey, I really appreciate that, Jay. Thanks for coming in, man. Maybe one of these days, if I do more streaming, maybe I can like move to a Twitch as well or something like that. You have an OG Xbox on a hunt list. Maybe an old SNES and N64. I've actually found a working N64 and Super Nintendo and Atari at Value Village of all places. Good night, Amber. Take care. Oh, sorry, Solder King. Good night, Solder King. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Bam, 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 bam. I have my original Game Gear, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, NES with arcade controller, and Nintendo DS Lite. 3 are broken. 360, 1 Series X, and a Game Gear. Nice. What am I doing? Jeez. Half asleep here. G'day from Australia. I don't know what to say, like, as a Canadian response to that. What's going on from Canada? That's like all I could think of. But welcome. Glad to have you. What time would it be in Australia? What time is it now? 12:30 here. I don't think you guys are 12 hours exactly, but I want to say like you're 10 hours different, so would it be like 10 a.m. there maybe? Oh man, I hate these shoulder buttons. Especially in these types of shells here. Oh, almost forgot my signature. We can't do that. Can't build this without my signature. VGR was here. What's today? August 23rd. Oh, sorry, August 2023. Bloop. There we go. Hosers, which I am. 1:30 p.m. I went the wrong way. I went down rather than up. Darn. I don't know if you saw my question. I don't think I did, Chuck. Sorry, dude. I stole that idea from you. And sign the inside of a Game Boy macro. Well, it's a good way of, like, one, if someone ever sends back a system, you know it's one of your systems. And two, it kind of gives you, like, a little timestamp. Is like, I expect to get, like, systems back one day and, like, open them and be like, wow, the work in here is pretty crappy. And be like, oh, this is one of mine from, like, 3 years ago kind of thing. Just as, like, how much I've involved, but who knows? You weren't far up. I was trying. So what do you suspect the reason it's not working? Honestly, dude, I don't know. My concern is because the main power was shorted to ground there, like in the fuse soldering. That something got fried. I just don't know what got fried. If anything at all got fried, really. So I'm going to have to look around. Just start, literally hook up both systems at the same time, run them at the same time, and then just start probing around. Can you fix an N-gauge phone system? No, I can't, man. Outside of, like, video game stuff. Unless that is a video game thing, I'm just not familiar with it. I don't know a thing about them. But whatever it is, I've never seen it, so there's a chance I could. Also a chance I cannot. Why isn't this, what's going on with this thing here? Amber, I think you might be right. I think this might be crooked. Because, like, whenever I pop down one side, the other side pops up. Okay, well, that sucks. Got everything in there, though, before I close this up for good. I'm not missing anything now. I gotta put the glass screen on still, but that's not a problem. Old school phone / gaming device. Oh, interesting. I have a PS4. I got out of safe mode and now it loads slow. What do you think it would be? Bad hard drive. The what's it called? The safe mode loop is usually a hard drive issue. So if it's if it went to safe mode, if it's looping into safe mode and it's loading slow, I'd say it's a bad hard drive. That's my guess. Nothing worse than third-party tri-head screws, man. Yeah, Dodsy knows what's up. He's full of cracks? Oh, no. Alright, well, we'll be cautious. I've got to sit on this for a couple days anyways until that battery back comes in, so make sure there's no crack. Actually, I was going to swap the shell out for a Retro 6 one, because I have some clear ones here, but I didn't have a pink one. Okay, before we go much further, I'm going to test out the buttons here. I've only put 2 screws in so far, so it doesn't work now because I took out the battery thing. Oh, there's an on-off switch? That's interesting. Oh, no. I think the power switch came off, and yeah, now it's misaligned. Excuse me. My throat's dry from talking. It might be the green fuse, that looks like. Yeah, so when you soldered it together, basically, you'd accidentally soldered through the board or burned through the board. And it kind of like fused the 2 sides of the board together and shorted it. The fuse, surprisingly, is still good, but you basically bypass the fuse. Anyway, so the fuse is replaced. Or no, the fuse, I used the same fuse because it's still good. And I destroyed that short. But I'm still not getting like any power, so just gotta probe around, that's all. We'll just take time. God dang it. These third-party screws, man. Okay. So after all that work of trying to get that shell together, I screwed it up. I'm spoiled by those handheld legend screws. Honest to God. Actually, Amber, you done did it again. I don't think I used those screws for the Game Boy Advance. They sent me a few of them, but I don't know where I put them right now. I'm not really like keen on like tearing apart my entire basement looking for them. Darn it, they were like, have you ever had something in one spot for the longest time? You're like, oh, those are in the way, and you just forget about it. And then you're constantly like, those are in the way. And then one day you finally get around to moving them, and the next day is when you need them. Basically what happened, I was looking for my toolkit the other day, and I couldn't find it, and I like reorganized everything. So they used to be right there, beside my camera. And they're gone. I don't know where I put them. They're somewhere, I'm sure, but... Alright, let's fix this power switch. Man, my throat's dry just while it's talking. Take off, eh? Sorry, I missed that one. Great Canadian sayings. Oh, did my live stream end on YouTube? What the heck? Why? What the heck? YouTube? Hope it wasn't like a stupid ban or something like that. That's weird. YouTube crashed. Nope. Oh no, it's still going. We're good. It's just my thing screwed up. No, I see it. Alrighty. We're good. It's just like YouTube crashed on my phone, that's all. Why does that feel so crappy? What the hell? Okay, let's pop that in there. As soon as the charge and error came, oh man, I have no idea, dude. I've never actually worked on one of those. Not loving this shell. These buttons just feel stiff. Oops. It started. It stopped and started again. All right. At least it started again. You know, that's a plus. Okay. What's up, Maddie? A reshell and a mod. So I've put a new screen in here. It's getting a rechargeable battery as well. Just kind of troubleshooting a couple little things here. Hopefully this has a charge to it. It does. Nice. And it works. Cool. Extra neato. It's always nice when things work. Excuse me. Ugh. Alright, let's pop that out. Turn that off. I'm actually going to plug this in for a little bit. Let it charge. I know I have a USB-C around here somewhere. Sigh of relief, honest to God. Do you live in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia ever? Nope. Never been to Yarmouth. I've got one of those faces, though. I get that a lot. They're like, oh, I know you. And there's actually a guy I went to high school with that was like my doppelganger. So much to the point where he uploaded pictures one time of him at a party. And like I was going through Facebook and I saw them. I'm like, oh my God, I don't remember this at all. I was like, geez. And like, I'm not a big drinker at all. So I was like, just like in shock. I'm like, how do I not remember this? Like, did I hit my head? Like, did I have too much to drink? And I'm like, well, that's not even me. Anyways, that's how much he looked like me. But yeah, I got one of them faces. I'm like Agent 47. Just blend in. And I have no hair. Love the shirt. Thank you. Alrighty. So this seems to be working a little bit better. I just bumped up my my bit size from a 2.3 to a 3. The 3 seems to be working a little bit better for these third-party screws. Jeez Louise. You look like, see, I don't even know who that is, but I get that all the time. So you look like insert name here. For PS1 CD to SD mod, will it work without other mods as backup? I honestly don't know. I haven't done any chip mods like that myself. Thanks, Garen. Appreciate it, dude. Is it worth repairing a screen on a Sega Game Gear? Excuse me. I'm assuming that your screen is dim. And if it is, then it's not your screen that's the issue. It's just old capacitors. And yes, it's absolutely worth fixing. If it's actually a broken screen, you can replace it with like a nice, fancy upgraded one. These buttons are stiff, and I don't like it. At least they're not sticking, though. That would be a bigger issue if they're sticking. Amazon shells, man, I tell you. Okay, use this one. Making new threads is not my fave. New threads for what? Hey, Angry, or Rick, rather. Pixelated? Pixelated. Pixelated. I'd have to see it. But if that's the case, it's probably a broken screen. You'd have to replace the screen. You sound under the weather? I just have like a cold or something like that. Cappies, yeah. No problem. What do I have to know about PS Vitas? Nothing. I haven't worked on one yet. I've done, what are they called now? You know, those things. PSPs. Recently I somehow secured a $20 deal on eBay for parts 3DS on eBay. It's missing battery cover. All I was doing was randomly poking around on eBay and found a deal. Hopefully it just needs a new battery. That'd be sweet. Slowly screwing this together. Nice and slow. There we go. Is that the last screw? Nope. Missing two. So we need this one and this one, I think. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's it. I gotta put some stickers on. Got one from Amazon, didn't work. Yeah. If you want like quality yet cheap shells, check out Extreme Rate. They have like really nice shells that are a really good price. And you can actually save 10% using my discount code VGR. I think I've mentioned that multiple times in the stream, because like those commissions really do help out with like my shop and stuff like that. But anyways, I digress. They are good shells. Oh, those are so stiff. Turn my nose is this cheap. I'm just kind of like easing back some of these screws here for the, see if that helps the stiff buttons, but God. Goodness. I need like a drink, my throat's just dry. They work. Okay, let's put the screen protector on. Oh, stupid throat being dry. Alrighty. Here's the worst part. I have pets, so no matter what I do, there's hair everywhere. So hopefully I don't get hair in this. Because I've already put all the screws in. And once the screws are in, they're hard to take apart. Unless it's Extreme Light, nothing Amazon, yeah. Oh, that sucks, Sergeant Dingus. That's the worst. Alrighty. Those all work. Here's the worst part. Absolutely agree, Amber. How do you like... I hate that this thing is like... here. It's like just hard to come off. Uh-oh, phone's dying. So I have to unplug the battery pack here. And plug in my phone. Gosh darn it. Sorry, folks. There, it's a little crooked, but... yeah. This thing's worse, because like, I'm always afraid I'm going to get like fingerprints on it. You always 3D print a placement guide. There is a placement guide. And Shadowloo's, I got to set up that printer. It's on my list of things to do, but that list is like taller than me. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Take that off. And it's not so much the placement, it's just getting dirt and dust in behind here. This is a laminated screen, which makes it a little bit easier to like keep the dirt off. Okay, that looks okay. Now I'm going to pull this thing off. Oh, god dang it. Yeah, Amber, the more and more I work on the shot, like, the more I think you're right. Because it seems like the glass doesn't want to stick there. Come on, you piece of crap. I put it on a little too low. Like, it looks fine, but like, I'm just being picky. Come on. Should I get my computer repaired on Micro Center? Sure, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about Micro Centers. Here we go. That's better. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it, dude. Oh, no. Hopefully this one works out. Oh my goodness, there's like one piece of like plastic or something like that that got in there. It's funny, it's reacting to the static of me pulling it, like it's bouncing in between the screens. The shell, like I've put these screen protectors in before and they fit great, but the shell, it like doesn't fit great. There's like extra space on each side. Okay, I'm gonna get like a little sneaky in here, just like let the arrow. Alrighty. That's why I never use full adhesive anymore. How do you stick it on? You actually have the time to game recently? All repairs, dude. The only time I game, funny enough, is when I'm at work and it's not a busy day and I bring my Switch. It's like, yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So that is good and done. Quotations. Hey, Pizza Handhelds, thanks so much. So do you take custom orders, James? I do, just not currently because I have a backlog and I just can't seem to get through it. It's like I'm still taking local repairs, but my name's kind of catching on locally, so I'm getting more and more busy with that. Soon, I'm like pretty soon, I'm gonna just stop taking repairs altogether until I get through my backlog. It hooked you? Nice. Oh, I looked into your capture card for the 3DS, and the only ones available on the market are for the new 3DS, not the old 3DS. I found evidence that there was one that existed years ago when the 3DS originally came out, but like nobody offers it anymore. Like, there's still a few people that like have a mail-in service, like, yeah, send it to me and I'll do a capture card, but they don't offer the board or anything like that does it. So I don't know, man. Sorry, dude. I can still work on your system though, and we'll figure something out. But let's actually like test this thing out here, game-wise. But yeah, I know. I looked forever and I like asked around. I pull off portions. Learned that trick on YouTube. Oh, nice. That's a good idea. Hey, take care, Jay. It's all done though, Jay, if you're still here. We did it. Hot damn. Test all the buttons. Hopefully they work. If not, I'm going to bed. I'm just leaving it. But the battery works. The screen works. Start works. A works. Down. Left. Up. Right. Down. Up. Left. Right trigger, left trigger is to like look around. Yeah, select does that. Yep, it works. Yeah, hopefully it makes it through the night. Honest to God, if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Just like just be super upset. But yeah, there we are. There is our Armada Game Boy. Let's go through some of these select things here, though. Oh, what just happened? Okay, what is going on? Interesting. Oh, the buttons don't seem to want to work for some reason. Maybe it's just because like the game's playing. I missed your videos, dude. I post videos every week. Just the algorithm's not showing them. Ready for out-of-area Game Gear repairs? Not yet, man. Sorry. Just so when it's running a game, it doesn't want to do that. But the brightness works. It's weird. I'll have to look into that now. Color mode. We could change the colors. Obviously, I'd prefer to do the original colors here. Pixel grid. gives it that retro feel or not. Screen alignments is the one I kind of wanted here. Actually looks pretty lined up. I'm going to bring it until it pops out just a little bit. Bring it until I can't see it. Perfect. True motion if you want. I'll explain to the customer after. But yeah, there we are. Game Boy is done. Looks great, works great. I just gotta wait for the battery cover to come in. And that is it. I'm saving my gear repairs for you. Thanks, dude. Good game. Thank you, Amy. Or oh my god, Amber. I keep seeing your name. And like I just see the AYME and I just think Amy. Obviously I know you're Amber. Alrighty folks, it is super late. This took way longer than I anticipated. It's been a while since I've done a Game Boy mod. I'm kind of like easing away from them a bit because I personally find them boring. Originally I thought they were super fun, but then once you do them, they're just the same thing over and over and over again. The thing I like about like repairs is that like it's something new and like you know you got to investigate and it's like kind of like a puzzle. And this is just like take out old parts, put in new parts, done. And it's just kind of wears on you. Anyhow, thank you everybody for coming out to the stream, whether it's TikTok or YouTube. I do have some merch in my website if you're interested. New stuff is coming for way cheaper than the old merch because I have a new supplier. If you want any of these parts, you can find them at Handheld Legend, Retro 6, Retro Modding, anywhere like that. I do have discount codes for most sites, which you can find in my bio. But yeah, that's it. All work, no play, makes Jack dull boy. You're absolutely right. Although I did go to the arcade today with my little one, so that was pretty good. And a drink, honest to God. Well, little glass of scotch before the night's end. All right, folks. Thank you all so much for coming out. Appreciate all of you. And as always, say it with me now. Save the consoles. It would have been better if there's like a crowd of people so we all said it, but like I don't think anybody actually said that at home. Anyways, TikTok, see you later. YouTube, you're going to watch my butt for 2 seconds as I walk away to stop the thing. Save the consoles. Yeah, we all did it. Yeah, on the chats. All right, cool. At least on TikTok, I did. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it, dude. All right, folks. Y'all have a great one. Shadowloose, thanks so much for coming out. Rick, Amber, the Small PB Club. Is it Ari Rates? I think Beat Saber, thanks for coming out. Appreciate all of yous. Everybody over on YouTube. No one's really in the chat right now. Oh, there we go. SD Router, if I'm saying that correctly. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate you. Yeah, have a great one, folks. Love y'all. Check out my videos, because, like, TikTok's suppressing them, man. They're suppressing the truth. Anyways, take care. Alright, TikTok's done. YouTube, y'all are awesome. Hopefully having a long form video coming out soon. I just need the time to sit down and edit the bloody thing. Alrighty. Slowly just... my knees. Getting old. Alright, folks. Y'all have a good night now.